Their cruelty will haunt them. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a choice to let their actions control your life or to rise so high that their cruelty becomes insignificant, a mere whisper in the roar of your success. Remember this, the power to transform pain into purpose lies within you. Recognize the truth. Understand this, cruelty says more about the oppressor than the oppressed. Their darkness reflects their insecurities. You are not the problem, you are the solution. Turn pain into power. You can't control what they did, but you can control what you do next. Transform every insult, every injustice into fuel for your fire. Choose growth over revenge. Revenge may seem sweet, but growth is sweeter. Outgrow their negativity. Show them that while they wallow in their darkness, you're building an empire of light. Anchor yourself in purpose. Your purpose is bigger than their cruelty. Keep your eyes on your mission. Let their shadows fuel your pursuit of greatness. Take control of your story. Their cruelty does not define your story, you do. Rewrite your narrative and let it be one of triumph, resilience, and unstoppable will. Remember, justice will come. The world has a way of balancing the scales. Their actions will catch up to them. Focus on your journey. Justice will do its part. Forgive for yourself, not them. Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's freedom. Let go not because they deserve it, but because you do. Free yourself from the weight of their actions. My friends, every act of cruelty they inflicted was a brick in the wall they built around their own souls. That wall will trap them. You're not trapped, you're a phoenix rising from the ashes, breaking free. Their cruelty may echo, but your resilience will roar louder. So go out there and claim the life you deserve. The best revenge is living well, and you're going to live magnificently. Thank you. Recognize the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, it all begins with understanding this fundamental truth when people project cruelty. It's never truly about you, it's about them. Their actions stem from a place of fear, insecurity, or pain they haven't dealt with. This realization is liberating because it puts the power back in your hands. You are not the issue, their darkness is. Imagine someone lashing out at you, calling you names, or sabotaging your efforts. At first it hurts, doesn't it? It feels personal, like a direct attack on your worth. But the reality is, cruelty is a mirror reflecting the torment within the person who dishes it out. They see in you something they lack, something they fear, or something they envy. Their cruelty is their attempt to bring you down to their level. This truth doesn't mean you excuse their behavior. No, it means you refuse to let their behavior define you. The moment you internalize this, you strip them of their power. They might throw stones, but those stones will never reach the unshakable core of your being. People who are secure in themselves, who live with purpose and clarity, do not inflict pain on others. Why? Because they're focused on growth, contribution, and love. Cruelty is a sign of a fractured soul. So don't allow their fractures to break you. Instead, see it for what it is, a symptom of their own suffering. Every time someone tries to pull you down, it's because they feel stuck. They see your potential, your light, and it terrifies them. They think, if I can't have what they have, I'll try to make them feel as small as I do. But here's the truth, they can't diminish you unless you let them. This perspective allows you to shift from being a victim to being empowered. It allows you to rise above the noise and recognize that their actions are a reflection of their limitations, not yours. When you internalize this, you become bulletproof. Their arrows may fly, but they'll never pierce your armor. Think about it. Have you ever seen a truly happy, fulfilled person tearing others down? Of course not. That's because they're too busy lifting others up. They're too busy building their dreams and helping others do the same. Cruelty is a signpost pointing to the insecurities of the one who wields it. When someone wrongs you, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what must they be going through to act this way? It's not about excusing them. It's about understanding the source so you can detach emotionally. This detachment gives you freedom. You are not their punching bag. You are not their outlet. You are a force of nature, and their darkness cannot extinguish your light. In fact, your light is the very thing they're trying to dim. So shine even brighter. Understanding the truth doesn't mean you condone their actions. It means you rise above them. It means you see the bigger picture and refuse to play their game. Their cruelty is not your burden to carry, it's their own. When you recognize this, you step into a space of immense power. You stop reacting and start creating. You start living life on your terms instead of letting their negativity dictate your path. You were not put on this earth to be defined by others' insecurities. You were put here to shine, to grow, and to become everything you're capable of being. Don't let their darkness deter you from your light. So the next time someone tries to bring you down, smile not because you're unaffected, but because you know the truth. They're not fighting you, they're fighting themselves. And that's a battle you don't need to participate in. Their cruelty may try to tether you, but the truth will always set you free. Turn pain into power. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Let me say that again, pain is a part of life, but how you respond to it determines whether it destroys you or transforms you. You've been hurt, betrayed, or torn down by someone's cruelty, but here's the truth, pain can become your greatest power if you choose to use it. Think of pain like fire. It can either consume you or forge you into something stronger. You decide whether you'll let it burn you to ashes or refine you into unbreakable steel. The first step is to stop resisting it. Acknowledge your pain. Feel it fully. But don't stay there. Let it fuel a transformation so profound that even the person who tried to hurt you wouldn't recognize the person you become. When someone is cruel to you, it's tempting to retreat, to shrink, to question your worth. That's exactly what they want. Don't give them that power. Instead, take that pain and channel it into action. Let it drive you to do the things you've been too afraid to do. Let it push you to prove not to them, but to yourself just how unstoppable you truly are. Your pain is a tool. You can use it to carve out a new path, to dig deeper into your potential, and to build something extraordinary. Every cruel word, every unfair action is like kindling for a fire that burns brighter within you. It's not about proving the doubters wrong, it's about proving yourself right. Here's the magic: the moment you decide to turn your pain into power, everything changes. You start to see every setback as an opportunity. You start to realize that the more pain you've endured, the stronger you become. Pain doesn't make you weak, it makes you resilient. It's the pressure that turns coal into diamonds. Take a moment right now and think about the pain you've been carrying. What if you decided to use that pain as the fuel for your next chapter? What if you turned it into the fire that drives your ambition, your growth, and your success? Pain is a part of your story, but it doesn't have to be the final chapter. When you use pain as power, you begin to break free from the grip of cruelty. The people who tried to hurt you no longer have control over your emotions, your actions, or your destiny. Instead, you take the reins and their cruelty becomes irrelevant. It's not about suppressing the pain or pretending it doesn't exist. It's about transforming it. You take the energy of that pain and redirect it into something meaningful. Maybe it's pursuing a dream you've been putting off. Maybe it's building a life so full of joy and purpose that their cruelty becomes a distant memory. Think about the heroes in history, the leaders, the change makers. Their greatest triumphs often came after their greatest trials. They didn't avoid pain, they used it. They let it sharpen them, guide them, and propel them forward. What if you did the same? What if you took every painful experience and used it as a stepping stone to your greatest achievements? What if you decided right now that their cruelty would not be your defining moment, but your awakening? When you turn pain into power, you don't just survive, you thrive. You rise above the ashes of what tried to break you, and you become a beacon of strength for others. Your story inspires those who are still trapped in their pain. You are not defined by what happens to you. You are defined by what you do with it. Turn your pain into power, and you'll discover that the very thing meant to destroy you becomes the foundation of your greatness. Choose growth over revenge. Revenge is tempting. Let's be honest, when someone has hurt you, insulted you, or wronged you, there's a fire inside you that screams for payback. You imagine their humiliation, their downfall, and for a moment it feels satisfying. But here's the truth: revenge is a distraction. It's a detour away from your greatness. You don't need revenge. What you need is growth. When you focus on revenge, you give your energy to the very people who don't deserve it. You let them occupy space in your mind, dictate your emotions, and control your actions. But when you choose growth, you take that energy and channel it into building a life so extraordinary that their cruelty becomes irrelevant. Think about it. What's more powerful, spending your time plotting their downfall or investing your energy in your own rise? Growth is the ultimate form of retaliation, not because it's about them, but because it's about you. It's about becoming so focused on your vision, your goals, and your purpose that you don't have time to look back. Revenge is short-term satisfaction, but growth is long-term fulfillment. The moment you choose to grow, you step into a higher version of yourself. You start to see their actions not as obstacles, but as opportunities. Their cruelty becomes the catalyst for your transformation. Imagine for a moment that you dedicate yourself to growth instead of revenge. You start working on your goals, improving your skills, and expanding your mindset. As you grow, you gain momentum. And as you gain momentum, you realize something incredible. The more you grow, the less their actions matter. Growth isn't just about success, it's about freedom. When you grow, you free yourself from the chains of anger, resentment, and bitterness. You no longer carry the weight of what they did to you because you're too busy building something greater. Choosing growth over revenge doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're letting them off the hook. It means you're refusing to let their cruelty define you. It means you're stepping into your power and creating a life that speaks louder than any words or actions ever could. Revenge keeps you tied to the past, but growth propels you into the future. Every moment you spend plotting against them is a moment you could be using to build your dreams, strengthen your relationships, or expand your potential. Don't waste your energy on people who don't deserve it. Use that energy to elevate yourself. Think about the people who have achieved greatness in life. Do you think they spent their time seeking revenge on those who doubted them? No, they used those doubts as fuel. They chose to grow, to evolve, and to rise above. They let their success be the loudest statement. Growth is about focusing on what you can control, your actions, your mindset, your path forward. Revenge keeps you focused on what you can't control, the actions and opinions of others. Which one do you think leads to a more fulfilling life? When you choose growth, you become unstoppable. Their negativity can't touch you because you've built a fortress of strength, resilience, and purpose. You rise above their level, and in doing so, you inspire others to do the same. Every time you feel the urge for revenge, remind yourself of your greater mission. Ask yourself, will this move me closer to my goals, or will it hold me back? Growth will always move you forward, while revenge keeps you stuck in the cycle of pain. Choosing growth over revenge doesn't mean you ignore what happened. It means you acknowledge it, learn from it, and use it as a stepping stone. It means you take their cruelty and turn it into something beautiful, something powerful, something that makes you proud. Anchor yourself in purpose. When life throws cruelty your way, it's easy to lose sight of who you are and what you're here to do. Cruelty can shake you, distract you, and make you question your path. But there's one thing that can keep you steady no matter how fierce the storm: your purpose. Your purpose is your anchor. It's the unshakable truth that keeps you grounded when the world tries to pull you apart. What is purpose? It's not just a career, a title, or a goal. It's the reason you get out of bed every morning. It's the fire inside you that says, I am here to create, to grow, to contribute. When you're connected to your purpose, no amount of cruelty can derail you. It might sting, it might slow you down for a moment, but it won't stop you. Purpose gives you clarity. When you know why you're here, you stop getting caught up in the noise. The insults, the betrayals, the negativity, they lose their power because your focus is on something much bigger. You're not here to fight petty battles, you're here to win the war of becoming your best self. Think about the greats, the people who've changed the world. Do you think they got there without facing cruelty, doubt, or resistance? Absolutely not. But they had a purpose so clear, so compelling that nothing could shake them. Their purpose became their shield, their compass, and their fuel. When you anchor yourself in purpose, you start to see cruelty for what it really is: a distraction. It's an attempt to pull you off course, to make you forget why you started. Don't let it. Stay locked into your mission. Let your purpose guide every decision, every action, and every response. Here's the thing about purpose. It's not about proving anything to anyone. It's not about seeking validation or revenge. It's about fulfilling the unique role only you can play in this world. The people who are cruel to you don't understand your purpose, and they don't need to. It's not their journey, it's yours. When you're anchored in purpose, you become unstoppable. Every setback becomes a setup for a comeback. Every insult becomes a reminder of what you're fighting for. Every failure becomes a lesson that propels you closer to your goals. To anchor yourself in purpose, you have to get clear on what matters most to you. What are your values? What are your dreams? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? When you know the answers to these questions, nothing can shake you. Cruelty thrives in chaos. It wants you to react emotionally, to lose focus, to doubt yourself. But when you're rooted in purpose, you rise above the chaos. You respond with intention, with grace, and strength. You become a force of nature that no negativity can touch. So when the storms of cruelty come, don't drift aimlessly. Drop your anchor. Hold on to your purpose with everything you've got. Let it guide you, strengthen you, and remind you of the incredible power you hold. Their cruelty may try to shake you, but when you're anchored in purpose, you become unshakable. You become the storm. Take control of your story. Every person on this planet has a story. The question is, are you writing yours, or are you letting someone else hold the pen? When you let their cruelty dictate how you see yourself, you give away your power. You let their negativity become the headline of your life. But when you decide to take control of your story, everything changes. To take control of your story, you must first take control of your thoughts. The way you think about yourself and your situation shapes your reality. If you keep replaying their cruelty, if you keep telling yourself you're powerless, then that's the story you'll live. But if you shift your focus to your strength, your resilience, and your ability to grow, you create a narrative of empowerment. You can't change what happened, but you can change how you respond. That response becomes part of your story. It's not about erasing the pain or pretending it didn't happen. It's about using it as a stepping stone. It's about saying, this happened to me, but it doesn't define me. I define me. Taking control of your story doesn't mean denying the pain. It means acknowledging it, learning from it, and using it to fuel your growth. It's about turning your pain into purpose and your struggle into strength. The more you own your story, the less power their cruelty has over you. Taking control doesn't mean you have to do it all at once. Start small. Start small. Start by changing one thought, one belief, one action. Over time, those small changes add up, and before you know it, you've written a whole new chapter. Here's the truth: the pen has always been in your hand. Maybe you forgot that. Maybe their cruelty made you feel like you had no choice. But you do. You have the choice to write a story that's bigger than their actions, a story that's filled with courage, growth, and triumph. So take back the pen. Write your story not as a victim, but as a victor. Let their cruelty be the spark that ignites your transformation. And as you write, remember the best stories are the ones where the hero rises stronger than ever before. Radiate resilience. Resilience is your superpower. It's not about avoiding pain or never falling. It's about getting back up every single time, no matter how hard life knocks you down. When someone is cruel to you, when they try to tear you down, your greatest response is not anger or revenge, it's resilience. It's standing tall and showing the world that nothing can break you. Resilience isn't just a trait, it's a skill you can build. And like any skill, it grows stronger the more you use it. Every setback, every moment of pain is an opportunity to practice resilience. It's a chance to say, this is hard, but I'm harder. This hurts, but I'm stronger. The first step to radiating resilience is shifting your mindset. Understand that life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. Even the pain, even the cruelty serves a purpose. It's there to teach you, to strengthen you, to prepare you for the greatness that's ahead. When you see challenges as stepping stones instead of stumbling blocks, you unlock the power of resilience. Resilience is not about pretending you're okay when you're not. It's about facing your pain head on, acknowledging it, and deciding that it won't define you. It's about choosing to rise again and again, no matter how many times you fall. When someone is cruel to you, they expect you to crumble. They expect you to shrink, to doubt yourself, to retreat into a shell. But when you radiate resilience, you defy their expectations. You show them that their words, their actions, their negativity have no power over you. Think of resilience as a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you face cruelty and choose to rise above it, you're strengthening that muscle. You're becoming someone who can withstand anything life throws your way. Resilience doesn't mean you don't feel the pain. It means you feel it, process it, and use it as fuel. It means you take the energy of that pain and channel it into growth, into action, into becoming the person you were meant to be. Radiating resilience is about more than just surviving, it's about thriving. It's about turning your pain into purpose, your setbacks into comebacks, and your struggles into stories of triumph. It's about showing the world and yourself that you are unbreakable. Resilience is also about self-care. It's about taking the time to heal, to recharge, and to nurture yourself. It's about recognizing that you can't pour from an empty cup. The stronger you are inside, the more resilient you'll be in the face of external challenges. Every time you overcome a challenge, you're building your resilience. Every time you face cruelty and refuse to let it break you, you're proving to yourself and the world that you are stronger than anything that comes your way. Let your success silence their cruelty. Success isn't just about achieving big goals or earning accolades. It's about becoming the person you were meant to be. It's about waking up every day with a sense of purpose, joy, and fulfillment. It's about building a life so powerful, so meaningful, that their cruelty becomes irrelevant. When someone is cruel to you, they're trying to take something from you, your confidence, your peace, your sense of worth. But when you channel that energy into success, you take it all back and more. You show them that their cruelty didn't break you, it built you. The first step to letting success silence their cruelty is defining what success means to you. It's not about living up to their expectations or anyone else's. It's about aligning with your own values, your own dreams, and your own vision for your life. Success is personal. And the moment you define it for yourself, you reclaim your power. Success isn't just about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. It's about believing in your potential even when others don't. It's about staying committed to your goals even when the path is hard. Their cruelty may try to distract you, but your focus on success keeps you on track. Every moment you spend dwelling on their cruelty is a moment you could spend building your future. Redirect your energy. Let their negativity fuel your ambition. Turn their doubts into your determination. Let every cruel word or action become a brick in the foundation of your success. Think about the people who've inspired you. They didn't let criticism or cruelty hold them back. They used it as motivation to rise higher. They turned their pain into progress, their setbacks into setups, and their struggles into stories of triumph. You can do the same. Success doesn't happen overnight, but every small step you take brings you closer. Celebrate your progress. Every win, no matter how small, is a testament to your resilience and determination. It's proof that you're moving forward no matter what they've tried to do to you. Success isn't just about the end result, it's about the journey. It's about who you become along the way. It's about developing the habits, the mindset, and the strength that will carry you through any challenge. Every time you achieve something, every time you take a step forward, you're rewriting the narrative. You're taking control of your story and proving that their cruelty was nothing more than a detour on your path to greatness. Because at the end of the day, the best response to cruelty isn't anger or revenge. It's living a life that's so beautiful, so fulfilling, and so powerful that it drowns out the echoes of their negativity. That's your story. That's your success. And it's waiting for you to claim it. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on the powerful journey we've just explored together. We've delved deep into the essence of resilience, purpose, and personal growth. We've uncovered how their cruelty does not define us, but rather how we can rise above it stronger than ever before. Life will always present challenges, but it's our response to those challenges that truly matters. When faced with cruelty, remember that you have the choice to transform that pain into power. Choose to grow instead of seeking revenge. Anchor yourself in purpose and take control of your story. Radiate resilience as you navigate the storms. And let your success be the ultimate testament to your strength. Every moment you spend working towards your goals, every small victory, is a step towards a life that is uniquely yours. Your success not only serves as a rebuttal to their negativity, but also inspires others to rise above their own struggles. Remember, the narrative of your life is yours to write. You have the power to define who you are and what you stand for. So I urge you, step into your power. Embrace your journey with all its ups and downs. Let go of the weight of their words and actions. Instead, let the fire within you guide you. Take pride in your growth, cherish your purpose, and let every act of cruelty only fuel your determination to succeed. The world is waiting for your light. Shine brightly and let your success not just silence their cruelty, but illuminate the path for others. Together, we can transform pain into progress and emerge victorious. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for committing to your journey of resilience and empowerment. Remember, you are stronger than you think, and your story is just beginning. Now go out there and live it to the fullest.